The project is modeled mathematically by the activity network shown in the diagram. Times are given in hours. So here's our times, all right? Now, what's 5 plus 4? What do we think? 9. 9 on top. Okay. Next, what's the lowest? Big top, small bottom. So 22 take 7 is 15, or 26 take 2, 24. So which one? 15, yeah? So we have them with 9 and 15. That's activity 1 done. Now finish the precedence table. You ready? What does activity P depend on? Does activity P depend on anything? No. Ready? Now guys, look at this. What does activity P depend on using your eyesight? What does P depend on? Nothing. What does Q depend on? Nothing. Okay, once again, using your eyesight, what does R depend on? P. S. What does S depend on? P. What does T depend on? Q. U depend on? V. W. S and U combined. What does X depend on? W, V, and Y. And what does Y depend on? T. And what does Z depend on? T. Cool, that's a precedence table, and it's really easy, isn't it? Nice marks. No hassle. Now, all right, that's part 1 and 2, yeah? And part 3 is name the critical path and the time it takes. What is the critical path of this network? Let's find out. Here to here, yeah? To here, U, W, X. We'll need that on the next page anyway, so can you call that out for me one more time? What's it? P, R, U, W, X. All right. Now, you can see I already have this one done because I was practicing in my own time here, and it was not pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to jumble all these around again. There for later. So I'm going to mix all them around so we don't know what order they're in anymore, okay? So that's going to be, oh, it was tricky. I have to say, it was hard to work out, okay? And don't mind that 29 and 30. Now, the precedence table, we're going to work through ourselves now, okay? Is everybody happy that the first one, I'll make this much larger, I'm hoping. Everybody see this table here? Is everybody happy that we just listed the critical paths? Is that okay? 0 to 25, no hassles? Okay. What does Q do? Let's list the numbers for Q. When does Q have to start? 0. When does it have to end? 4 or 5? 5. When can it extend to? 11. When does S start? 7. When does S end? How long does S take? 6 minutes. So that has to be 13. And how long can S be delayed for? Well, up to 18. T. Where do you think? Where does it start? 5. How long does T take? What? 4 minutes? So that's 9. And how long can it be delayed till? 15. V. When does it start? How long does it take? 4 minutes. How long can it be delayed till? 22. Y. 9. How long does it take? So that's 16. How long can it be delayed till? 22. Z takes what? 9. And then 2 minutes. And how long can it be delayed till? 26. Okay. Draw a Gantt chart. Done. Everybody see this here? That's the answer to question 4. Your Gantt chart. Done. Now, what's the total time for all the activities? So we're going to have to do what we did earlier. Now, we're going to have to add them all up, aren't we? Now, we can be a bit lazy here because P, R, U, W, and X all add to 25, don't they? So what's the time for this one? 5, the time for this one. 6, the time for this one. 4, the time for this one. 4, the time for that one. 7, the time for this one. 2. Add them all up together and tell me what you get. What? 53. Away for 1. Now, 53. So that's 53 minutes in total, yeah? Grand. Now, this word here, what is the lower bound of numbers of workers? The lower bound is your total time for your activities, which is 53, divided by your fastest time, which we said was it 25 or 26? Was it 26 for Z, was it? Z finishes after 26 minutes? It has to be 25 though, does it not? Oh, sorry, it's not 25, it's actually 26, thank you. Oh, it's 54, not 53. Thank you, we're saving each other here. So what's 54 divided by 26? 2 point. Okay. 2.08. So how many workers will it take to do this job? 3 workers. So that's 3 workers. Now what we told on question 7, there's only 2 workers available. What does that mean? Are we going to be able to do it in 26 minutes? No. I think a good start off would be to use P or UWX, wouldn't it? Let's use your critical paths. Why would you start off with the critical paths? Oh, wait, I have to do the order thing. Order. Delete that. Right, Grant. So guys, I'm going to bring up P. What is it? PRUWX, yeah? PRUWSW W and X. You cool with that? I have all these other blocks to play with, which are okay. Now, I'm going to go up. What would be a good one to start off with? I think Q is a good call. What comes after Q then? Pick one. T would be a good call, would it? And after T, you want to do S or Y? S probably. Okay. QTS kill you guys. Okay, who do you want to put after S then? V or Y. Now remember, the old constraints don't matter anymore because we're not sticking to 26 minutes. You just got to make sure, would I be allowed to put X ahead of W as an example? Because W feeds into X. So you have to make sure that your order makes sense according to your diagram. Okay, so like what's said right? Said usually goes right at the end, doesn't it? Would it be okay for me to slot said just cross and just slot it up here? Why would I not do that? I need some of the other activities to happen first, don't I? So if you look up at your diagram, I think my diagram's long dead, but X and Z are in the last 2 positions, aren't they? And then I think I should get P and Q done very quickly, or S and T. Or S and T. Yeah, we're getting R, S, and T done very quickly, aren't we? Similar times. Now we're in the end game here. Now, what do you think I should put in behind S? S is currently finishing at 15 minutes currently, isn't it? Because if you add up 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 6, 15. So what do you want me to lob in V, is it? And V is an extra 4 minutes. Yeah, that's grand. And who comes after that then? Y. And then that links into Z. All right, let's find out. Add them together. 15 plus what? 18 plus 8. 26. This other one, 9, 15, 19, 28. Something's wrong. Are we free? I think I might be forgetting a block. All right, there's something wrong. Go on, what do you think's wrong? Okay, so what's y dependent on? Y is dependent on t. No, but t is ahead of y. So that's grand. It says the answer is 28 hours. So what, we've added this up wrong, have we? Can we try this again? Yeah, which is faster than the answer they have, which means there's an issue. Now, there is an issue here. We just have to figure it out. There's something wrong. Many using this and the order involved in this. Is there anything wrong with what I have here? Okay, here's what's wrong with our problem here. Okay, think about when x starts. When does x start? 15, 18, and 22 minutes. X is starting 22 minutes in. Well, if you look at your order, X cannot start till Y and W and V are finished. And what's the issue? No. I think this one, it's 9. 9 plus 15 is a 19, is it? So we're waiting on Y, are we? We're waiting on X, but X is dependent on Y. So the X-Y combination is the issue. Y isn't finished. X would have to start when Y is done. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's an issue here, and we have to rejumble this. First option was to swap X and Z, yeah? Which we'll do now. Because then what that does is it pushes X behind Y. And that actually works, okay? But add them up now. Comes when you add them up. 15, 18, 22, and 24, yeah? Was it 30? They're pretty far away from each other. I like that idea. I like having X behind Y. Could I shorten? Do you see these middle two? Do you see the could I exchange one of them maybe? I'm trying to think. I like Y and X together. I think that's a good idea. Y and X combined, all right? We'll just park that for a second. And I also like the idea of W and Z together. Can anybody tell me why I like W and Z together as well? If you go back to your diagram. Hey, sir. Yeah, if you go back. The Y feeds into the X. We had an issue with that earlier, didn't we? Z has to be one of the end ones. So it could be V or W. But W and Z seems to be okay, right? Now, is there anywhere we could tin a bit of, is there anywhere where we could change this around so that we get more time somewhere? What way? I'm thinking we might. Which one's in the lead currently? Why don't we put YX here? YX is worth 11, isn't it? And that's currently 18 versus, is that 18 versus 19 currently? Would you read that's 18 versus 19? Okay, PRU. So put that there and put this one here. And what does that give me? 15, 18, 25, and 29. Put W and Z down here. And let me see, what does that give me? That gives me 29 on top, 25 on the bottom. closer than the previous one, isn't it? Oddly enough, that is your answer. You can't get any closer than that. Now, is there any issues with this answer? Is the order all okay? To start X, you need Y done. To start Z, you need what you need to start Z. So I need you guys reading off this graph here for me, just to verify that we're okay. To start Z, what do we need? Done already. To start Y, we need? Done already. To start W? They come earlier. Perfect. To start V? Perfect. To start U? We're good now, aren't we?